Let's look up at the chart. Do we have to worry about those first, second, third? No, we just
No, it's just a discussion, right? We slant towards each other, we have a regular discussion, and eye contact, and the conversation should flow without having to remind anybody to talk. All right, let me get my timer. We want to try to keep it close to 10 minutes. All right, well, I'm anxious to hear your thinking about refugee.
All right, I'll start. For Mahmoud, when they were driving in the car, and they had the soldiers with them. The one soldier got shot when they went across, and there was a bunch of shooting going on.
Yeah, that was super scary.
because then you die too.
I love the description that they always give. Like, I like how they say like exactly like what the iPhone looks like. Like they describe it so easily, and it gives it more detail.
I've noticed there's a lot of detail, like when the soldier got shot, they described how there's a hole in his head from the bullet.
Yeah, and it was like when the guy right next to Waleed and Mahmoud. That's really, because that could have been then. So
Especially because Mom was so young and so were siblings. It's probably super scary. Yeah. It's really intriguing, like, for Isabella's story. Like, we left off when she was running away with the boat with her family and stuff. Like, I'm really intrigued to see what happens next.
Yeah, same. Yeah, because I feel like someone should be clogging the hole in the boat that's gonna make them all sink. Because like that's really a big
Or
issue.
figure a way out how to patch it.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially because the families are sitting there arguing the whole time.
I know.
And that's just gotta make everything worse.
It should be problem solving instead of arguing about the whole thing.
I thought it was like sad/scary when Joseph's dad was being taken away. Like how the Nazis are being super rude and disruptive and like throwing everything and threatening to take Joseph away.
I was really wondering if you guys ever figured this out. Why is he like? Why did his dad come back? They never explained that. I don't think they did.
Yeah.
Or did they?
I think I don't remember.
They just said that they were going back and their dad was coming back from concentration
Oh,
camp.
remember her mom said she brought the suitcase for her dad, so they must have known that they were gonna meet up there.
But it
'Cause,
said
like-
that like he got released, so he was like allowed or something.
Yeah, like
Maybe they were heading towards each other.
when they were on the train, so they must have like talked or something. Because when they were on the train, they brought a suitcase for the dad, though. So they must have known. Didn't they say that they were gonna give him like one more chance or whatever? But they didn't want him to come back, and if they saw them, that he was gonna be taken. I think that's what it was. I thought that was for Isabel's story with her dad. Oh, yeah, probably.
For blankets, it's easy to confuse the stories.
Kate.
Yeah.
Do you want me to answer that question?
Oh yeah, sure.
Because I remember reading that part. Did you ask it? Who asked it?
I asked
You asked it. He was at that concentration camp, and they said he was allowed to leave if they would take off from the country in 14 days,
Oh, so
with the promise to leave in 14 days.
Do they do that with other?
If we want to know anything like that, we're going to have to make some inferences. So, and one question I was going to ask you all is, what happened to him at that camp?
Seems like he's seen some stuff and like been through things that like made him crazy, and like maybe he's like pretty much just been bored just working there and stuff, so he's kind of just like crazy because he has nothing to do.
He was probably tortured because he always seemed really scared that they were gonna just come back for him, and like usually you're not scared unless there's like violence and fear involved and stuff.
And definitely not fed because they said he lost a lot of weight and he's super skinny. I have a question about like Joseph. If they know like the Nazis and stuff about the Jews, why would they want to do his bar mitzvah? Because they're
I
definitely
was so confused.
on the boat. They were going to his bar mitzvah.
And why is there even a boat for them at all? Because I've never heard of this before. Like, when I've done research on World War II like a lot of times, but I've never heard of a boat taking Jews back to America. Because if they think they're all bad, then why are they letting them live? I guess I just was really confused by that.
We're probably supposed to make some inferences about Germans and how some Germans, we have to maybe make a distinction between Nazis and German citizens. Maybe that would help us. What do you think?
Oh, I think maybe like the soldiers, like the actual soldiers, haven't like came out really yet in the story. So I think that's maybe why.
But at the same time, I know you said that it was kind of different between Nazis and Germans, but they were Hitler Youth, so they're probably real Nazis around when they left on the boat. So if the Nazis / Hitler Youth weren't okay with that, then why did they let them go on the boat? I don't know.
We do know something about one of the Hitler Youth.
Well, yeah, but
I think
on
that
the
one.
train.
Oh yeah,
when he
kind of
caught
let him
with the
go.
wristband. He just let him go, but he took his stuff that he bought.
Is it possible to wear the uniform but not feel the feelings that they want the Nazi soldiers
Maybe
to have?
that
Yeah.
maybe that he was like being like by the other kids maybe before he got in there. Maybe he was like tortured to do it, and he just thought that that wasn't okay, and that he should.
yeah, I remember it said that like families that didn't have their boys in Hitler Youth were like shamed. So I think that's probably why they have.
Yeah, they're pretty much trying to make all Germans be Nazis. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like all of the young boys and stuff.
Or at least support Nazis.
Yeah.
I started to
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I thought it was strange. Oh, I have page numbers. So page 8.
8.
Oh yeah. So I thought it was really weird that her dad kept wanting to like leave without his family. Like I think where was it before? I remember there was earlier or later in the book when it said that he was going to leave without them.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really weird. I was like, what? I don't think did they explain why he wanted to leave without them? Was it just like,
I feel like
so.
he kind of had a plan or something. I don't know. Maybe like he wanted to go there and like have them come after him. Because if he were to get caught, then they would get caught with him.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted them to get in like trouble with him. Or hinting towards that,
Like he
He's
wanted
like,
to
"Mm,
take
this
the blame.
yeah. Oh, actually, it was on page 10, but I'll just find like why quote I was saying that. It said, if you were caught trying to leave for El Norte by boat, Castro would throw you in jail. Isabel knew that because her own father had tried and had been thrown in jail for a year. I just, like, when I was saying, like, there was 2 parts in the book where he tried to leave without them, and then another time, like this part, where he tried to leave them before. So, like, I felt like he already knew what was bad, so why, like, I just didn't understand why he wanted to leave again without them if it didn't work the first time.
So we might learn that he does have a plan. Someone said plan. One of these said maybe he does have another plan, and wants to maybe try to get away with it, like Joey said, without getting like the whole family in trouble, right?
Yeah.
We'll have to find out.
Taking
We don't
the
know.
blame.
We don't know yet.
With the soldiers, okay, because it didn't say like mother's conversation with the soldiers. Like they just kind of just came along. I forgot what their names were, but
I thought it was cool how they changed the rule. That you can leave, but if you got caught on the water, you got in trouble.
wet foot jacket.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because I mean I guess you could dry your feet if that worked, and then you wouldn't get caught, but
That's not what I mean.
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
I know.
She's taking it literally, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So to add on to, I think it was Chris or Joey, one of you guys said that it was, you thought it was cool that Castro just let them go. I thought it was really cool because it reminded me of like how North Korea, how they're like holding people, they're kind of not allowed to leave North Korea. And I just don't see like them being able to leave. And I think it's really cool that Castro actually let them leave. And I didn't expect that in this story. So I haven't done research on this before, but I thought that was really cool.
Cool. Before we are done, which one do you think? Which character has the worst situation, worst story?
I think Isabel.
Why? Let's let the
She
people
in
on
the
with
car?
that.
No, because well, there's how many people in the boat? There's a hole in it. They're all arguing.
And the police are
Okay.
chasing.
Yeah, the police are chasing
Yeah.
them, and they could easily sink at any time and just I don't know, just get caught and.
I also think Mahmoud's because
Yeah,
they're
that's
getting
what I
shot
was
at.
gonna say. Yeah, like he doesn't have a car. They're just all
The car's like destroyed,
Yeah,
kind
they're
of.
just all out in the open. But on the other hand, they do have a soldier with them that's fighting
Mm,
Yeah.
They've, like,
I mean, one of them
think they
could
have two
grab the
soldiers.
other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do agree. I originally I thought this one, but once Ricky said that, I think I heard Ricky say that more.
Yeah.
So you were gonna say Mahmoud, what you think?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay,
it.
so no one said Joseph, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's in a
I mean,
horrible
he's going away
situation.
to
good.
America right now. His situation's kind of over.
He's
Yeah,
kind of
they're
on
going
a
to
ship.
Or yeah,
A nice
but-
ship.
With the hopes to then get to America. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joseph's doing fine right now, unless like
Good for
he
him.
ends
People
up
care
getting
about
caught
him.
being Jewish since they're on their way to a bar mitzvah for him.
And it
so.
seems like there's a lot of other Jewish people right
Yeah.
with them and they're going
Yeah.
to celebrate together. Okay.
So Joseph is pretty good.
So, right?
So,
Yeah, so there's
I
probably
mean,
gonna be like
before,
a
I felt like
huge
there was
change.
worse stuff. Like, seeing his father, he was being persecuted and stuff, but now he's okay with just being able to go and it's pretty nice.
Starting the story out of these books. He did start out probably the worst, but then it's kind of like better. Where the other characters not so much. Okay, you guys did a great job group today. And I saw you slanting at each other. So nobody was, we had respectful talk. Many, many good comments. And I think, did everyone get their questions answered though?
Yeah.
Okay, that's part I was worried about. Your job though in, I'm gonna give you a writing prompt. Everybody in this group said something that I hope you'll remember when you go back to your spot. Does anyone want to post it to write something down quick? I mean, because part of your task board is to write something new from the discussion. Like something in your head.
Paragraph?
Yep,
Or
yep, do you have another, this plus another comment. So here is your prompt.
Yeah.
I just put it on yellow so you could see it. It doesn't get lost.
Thank you.
Alright,
Give me two.
would you want to? Alright, so the idea of wanting to be invisible comes about as we read Mahmoud's story, but there could be an argument for invisibility in each of our character stories. Write about each character and invisibility. Do they want to be invisible? Are they being treated like they're invisible? Use text evidence to support your thinking. If you have evidence, there's no wrong answer to this. So, if you think they're being treated like they're invisible, just make sure you put evidence in. If you think they want to be invisible, like, that's where the idea came from, it's Mahmoud, then that's what you write about. But each character, okay?
Sure.
Alright,
Should we add on to the one from yesterday? Or the other day?
yep, just put a new date.
Alright.